All right, welcome everybody. Houston is famous for hospitality and our ability to party, but on New Year's Eve, real hospitality isn't just about pouring drinks, it's about making sure people are safe. So joining me to talk about that is attorney Colby Lewis. He's talking about bar safety, owner responsibility, and what businesses and you customers out there should know before you head out to tonight's big celebration. So thank you so much, Colby, for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Ron, for having me.
Of course, of course. Now, it's a big night, New Year's Eve, celebrations, people going everywhere because they want to ring in 2026 on a great note. But you've got to be careful as well, not only as a patron, but as a bartender or bar owner. So tell us a little bit more about what these businesses need to do to prepare for tonight.
That's a great question, Sharon. And it's a very important issue because every year when we go to New Year's Eve, it's a celebration, just as you said, and the magic moment when you clink together those champagne glasses and you sing the song. And unfortunately, you have some people that might not be as experienced going to bars as you would on other nights. And those people might be imbibing a little too much alcohol because they're not experienced dealing with it. And bar owners need to take steps in order to prevent tragedies that unfortunately occur every year. And if we can talk to them today and to the patrons to give them just some pointers and tips, we can hopefully make sure that they make it home safely and we can prevent any tragedies that can occur.
I love that. So give us some tips, especially first with the bar owners. What do they need to do so they're not held liable down the road if something does happen once a patron leaves?
Exactly. Now, the steps that they can take tonight. Now, don't even have to require them to spend any more money. Go around your parking lot. Is it well lit? Is the bathroom doors, especially the women's bathroom doors, do they lock? Do you have security? Maybe get some extra security. Maybe assign one bartender just to look out at the whole audience, the whole crowd, in order to make sure that people are safe, people are acting safely. And your bartender should be trained on the signals to look for when they're overserved, when they're intoxicated, when they're being aggressive. You should have a plan. And the important thing here is at the end of the day, you don't want to be putting profits over safety because hospitality includes safety. Hospitality, and we're famous here in the Bayou City for our hospitality. People come from all over the country to have our great food, to get served great drinks, and to enjoy our atmosphere. We're famous for being friendly and welcoming people into our homes. And just like your home, you want people to come in and enjoy themselves.
Very much so. And you brought up security. I love how you also brought up the examples of checking out the restrooms, because we're not just talking about people who were inebriated because of alcohol consumption, but also other nefarious things do happen. I mean, people can be kidnapped, people can be assaulted, all of these things. And often it does come down to where it happened. And did the business do what it was supposed to do? But also it's the patrons themselves that have to be held responsible in some things too. What, as patrons, do we need to do when we're going out tonight?
You know, that is a very good question. The first thing I tell people is Uber, of course.
Yes.
I mean, in today's day and age, there's no reason why you shouldn't be Ubering, but simple things, the buddy system, right? If you see something that makes you feel wrong, if your gut feels bad, tell somebody. Allow the bartenders and the owner and the management to be able to solve the problem. If you feel uncomfortable going to your car, ask for an escort. There is nobody that should be too busy making a vodka soda to escort a young lady to her car, especially making sure that she's not escorted by somebody she doesn't know. Unfortunately, a lot of sexual assaults come from people who are a little bit inebriated, and it looks like that's the friend they came with, but it's not. It's some rando guy who's creeping and stalking them. If you feel that there's a guy there, ladies, that's being a little unbecoming, say something. If you feel uncomfortable, leave.
And also, reminder for people both male and female, if you're drinking something, you walk away from your drink, don't drink it.
Wow, that is a very good point. Yes. Keep an eye on your drinks. Unfortunately, this time of year, it is a very, very unusual consequence of leaving your drink out there and people putting something in an adulterant in there that should not be in there.
Okay. Well, I know we're running out of time, but if people want more information from you, how to contact you, how would they get a hold of you?
That's a great question. Thank you very much. My name's Colby Lewis, and you can find me, of course, on the internet. The law offices of Colby Lewis. If you want to talk to me, call Colby or just go to clewislaw.com.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And also for protecting both businesses as well as patrons out there on this, of course, New Year's Eve night. It's going to
Let's
be a
make
great
it
one.
a celebration, Sharon.
Exactly. Bring in 2026 on a positive note.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you so much.